One of the most important aspects when it comes to YouTube for real estate is actually how consistent you are and your upload schedule. So in this week 3 series that I'm going to be breaking down the YouTube algorithm for real estate agents to generate leads, we are going to be breaking down exactly how consistent you need to be, how many videos every single week you need to upload, and that does change. It's very interesting. I've got a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of students, so I will tell you exactly what works best and what doesn't. And then lastly, what days, what times of the week work best for your YouTube videos. What up, homies? Jackson Wilkie here with the Channel Junkies. We are the creators of the entire living in YouTube system. So if you've ever wanted to generate free leads from YouTube, this is the channel. I'm actually right in the middle of doing a 7-week series where I am breaking down exactly how to grow your real estate YouTube channel. So if you want to learn from actual data analytics and proof instead of just theory, then I would definitely consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, homies. All right, so a question I get consistently, and actually this is something that we bring up in our coaching program a lot, is how many videos should I be doing? How often should I be uploading? What is the best nights, the best days, the best weekends, the best whatever times to upload these videos so that I get maximum performance? That's what I'm gonna break down. But you know me, homies, I don't just talk out the side of my neck. I'm gonna literally show you the data and the analytics. But before I do that, we got to talk a little bit about consistency. So my theory with consistency, it breaks down to 3 different categories. Number 1, how good are you currently at doing videos? Number 2, how old is your YouTube channel? And number 3, what real estate market are you currently in? That's the way that I got to break down this whole consistency thing, because you go to any event, you hear from anybody who does this and they just say, upload your video every week and it works. That does work in certain markets. But if we go off of topic number 1, how good are you at videos? This is where you need to be real with yourself, because I can sit here and say, hey, do 2 videos every single week and never, ever, ever miss it. And you'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. 3 weeks into it, you're gonna say that your arm hurts, you rolled your ankle, you're sick, your dog ran away, and you can't do videos. I've heard every excuse in the book. Now, I don't like to sugarcoat things, and you got this, dude. Just look at your camera and turn it on. No, this is the world of actually being good and actually putting out great quality content. That's the most important thing. So, with that being said, if you're somebody who struggles to get videos out, then making a goal to do 2 to 3 videos a week, it's just gonna bury you. 97% of the agents who have gone through our course early on, years ago, never even finished it. That tells me one thing. It was way harder than they expected. They thought they could just hit the easy button and cruise control, right? But that's not the truth to YouTube. In fact, that's why it's kind of so heavily lopsided. You have all of these YouTube agents out there that do 10 million in sales a year, or 20, or 50, or 100 million. And then you got a bunch just kind of doing random things here, and 97% just fall off. It's crazy to me. Sometimes I see YouTube channels and they've got a video that has 30,000 views. I will click that YouTube channel and go to it, and there might be 3 videos on there from 2 years ago. I'm like, why did you quit? But the other interesting part about that is, because I'm a data analytic freak, that may have taken off after a year and a half. So for the first year, that video didn't do anything at all, and that's why they quit. But that's also why you got to stay consistent, because you never know when these videos are going to go. Now, number 2, how old is your YouTube channel? Because if you have a YouTube channel that's 2 or 3 years old, you've produced a ton of leads and a lot of closed sales, you can probably get away with just 1 video a week, but it's got to be longer, it's got to be better. If you are brand new, I just started a brand new channel a couple months ago too. I'm only doing 1 video a week, and it is slow growing because it's in a bigger market. And that goes to number 3. What market are you in? Are you currently in a Houston or a Dallas? If you are, you've got to get a lot of videos and a lot of content out there. I'll give you a little tip on how to kind of increase your odds here in a little bit. But if you're in one of these markets that's small, there's only 1 or 2 other producers out there, you can go in with 1 consistent video every single week and dominate. And if you do 2, even better. So now that we've kind of covered all 3 of those categories, Jackson, what is consistency? How many should I do? If you want me to be completely honest, I would be doing 2 videos every single week, and I would never miss it. But that does not lack quality. That is going to be good, long videos, and you have got to have your videos planned out. This is gonna be your biggest killer. You're gonna be great for week 1, maybe even week 2 and week 3, but after that, you are going to fall off. And if you miss 1 week, your head, homies, it's gone. You're gonna completely spiral out of control and quit. It's just like the gym, it's just like dieting, it's like anything. You do good, you miss it for a week, and you're gone. So what I really recommend is that you get ahead. So a lot of our students and a lot of the people that come through our editing programs and all of that, we don't even start their channels until they have 6 or 8 or even 10 YouTube videos completed and edited and uploaded for that purpose only. Again, some of you are like, this is so easy. I can do 2 videos a week, no problem. Yeah, you're like in the 1%. Everybody else struggles. So why try to do 2 videos a week? That's something to where I would probably get my 1 video every week. I'm gonna shoot my video on Monday at 10 a.m. every week and I'm never gonna miss it. From there, it's gonna start getting easy. I'm talking about turn the camera on, rip for 20, 30 minutes, be done, it's off to the editor. But that's when we can start to increase. If you're somebody who has a little bit higher talent level, you're somebody who's got a little bit more motivation, 2 videos every single week, never miss it. And we'll talk about scheduling those videos here at the end of this video and what days and times are best, but that's probably gonna work better just to get going. So me personally, if I was back in this market, Houston, Texas, and I didn't have the audience that I had, again, guys, there's no human on planet Earth that's like me. I've started 13 YouTube channels across the country, from big markets to small markets, everywhere in between, and I'm currently launching a new channel that's only 3 or 4 months old, and it's kind of getting his ass kicked. But I don't live there. I'm flying back and forth. I'm doing all these things. So I'm just playing the consistency game. It's gonna work out eventually, but if you want a little bit more boost, then you gotta probably do 2 videos every week. Now, I'm gonna get to the computer and I'm gonna show you my analytics on when to post these videos, what days, what times, and what consistency really does for your YouTube channel, and the ultimate YouTube for real estate strategy. But first, I keep mentioning this coaching program. I am getting probably 15 to 20 emails every week about it. It's getting busy fast. In fact, we do an interview process. We don't let everybody in. We learned the lesson the hard way, years ago, just letting everybody in, and you got people who don't do any work and they bring everybody down. So it's really an environment. We're broker agnostic. I don't care if you're a lender, what brokerage you're at, what country you're in. If you actually want to put in the work and take the criticism, the constructive criticism, then you're going to grow. That's why these real estate agents who come in, who even have good producing channels, are now 10xing their channel and their leads, because we're actually breaking down charts, we're breaking down their data and analytics. I look at each video, we gauge the good parts and the low parts, and we remove those, all of it. You can just shoot me an email, info@jacksonwilkie.com. That is where you can just get a hold of me directly. Yes, it's gonna be me. I will get you on a strategy call. We will actually interview and see if you're a fit for us, and if we're a fit for you. We may not be a fit. Also, I wanted to take a second. Do you guys realize we got an incredible Instagram where we put tons of tips out there? So just follow us on Instagram as well, @Channel Junkies, homies. All right, so my favorite thing in the world is the data and the analytics. And I've been teaching this living in system now for 6 to 7 years. We've had a lot of students come through and then they kind of create their own system out of it, but it gets very muddy. And the one thing that they don't realize is I've taken all the pain out of it, right? So when they come through my coaching program and they have immediate and instant success, that's what they teach. Well, I teach all of the problems, all of what went wrong, right? So the students get to ask me questions and I say, don't do this or that. I did that and here's what happened, right? So the big thing that you have to realize is when we very first started, we were just throwing videos at YouTube any day and time. Didn't really matter. Short videos, long videos. And we just thought more content meant more people, and it actually started to kill us. Now, I've created YouTube 2.0, which is the very first, well, we had the first real estate YouTube course as well, but the second edition, to where we are actually studying channels so deeply that we have older, underperforming videos that are actually destroying our YouTube channels. And if you've got an older, aging channel, this is something that we do with you as well. We go through and we completely clean up all of the dead waste. But with all that being said, the one thing that I have learned over 6 to 7 years now of doing this is we got to be consistent with the day and time, especially when more and more and more real estate agents are joining in your market doing YouTube. So the good news is we have, newer agents coming right in and they're just dominating even older channels because they're following these methods, right, that I'm going to talk about. So what I want to do is I'm going to go into our analytics tab, and I'm actually going to switch this. I don't remember how old this channel is. It's, I think, 4 years old now, but we'll just switch this date, okay? So we're going to go to 2022, and so that's basically a 28-day period from 3 years ago, and we'll apply that. So when we do that, we're going to see we still were getting good views, 500 subs. So this is, we still had we had a big channel going right here, right? We had a lot of leads coming in. This is 3 years ago. And if I go right here to see more, the one thing that I want to look at is my traffic source. Again, if you're new here, I have a saying, 2010 ATS. Don't even talk to me until you get your 20 videos in 10 weeks. That's 2 videos a week. I'll dive into your analytics and your traffic source. Then I can figure everything out. And the one thing you're going to notice is we were very heavy in search. So this is a new strategy that we go towards nowadays with longer and longer videos, is we like to get the browse features up and even suggested views up above YouTube search. That's when the YouTube algorithm is putting you out to the masses because you have the best videos for those keywords. So we used to do a lot of shorter videos and YouTube wouldn't recommend those as much, but they did very well in search because we optimize better than everybody. Does that make sense? With that being said, you're going to see average view duration 7 minutes, suggested views 9 minutes 32 seconds. But here's something that's interesting. We go to device, and this is back when I would kind of upload videos just randomly too, and that's why actually before I click off, you're going to see all kind of just the random data. Now if we go to device type, you're going to see again it's kind of random, it's ups and downs, there's peaks here, there's a peak here, then a peak here. That means we were probably uploading very inconsistent. Our top device at 49% was the mobile phone. Again, average view duration 7 minutes and 19 seconds. So this right now for some of my students is like a really good channel. I'd be like, dude, you got great numbers, especially somebody starting out, all of this looks really good. But if you want to take it to the next level, right, this is what we're looking at now. So now we're up to date. Actually, we're not. I'm going to go to the last 28. Now this, you can see here, 2025, okay? So what we're going to do is go to the traffic source, and we're going to notice that we flopped. So we have suggested and browse features, and that consists of about 71%, a little over 71% of our views are coming now from browse and suggested. So that means we're getting millions, yes, millions and millions of impressions from YouTube in just 28 days because we have these good long videos that are getting 26-minute average view durations. Now, let's go to the device type, right? So, do you notice more consistency? Boom, 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 okay? That's when we're releasing a video. What else do you notice? 66% of our views come from the television set. So it used to be in the mid-20s, and then you combine this with 10.5 coming from the computer. That is 76% of our views coming from a TV or a computer, and you can see how much better that makes the average view duration because what are people doing? This blue line represents TV views. They are tuning into us every single week and they don't miss it. So this is a massive strategy. Again, guys, some of this stuff that I teach here on the YouTube channel, my competitors or people who came through my course, they sell a course that costs 10 times more than mine and they don't even know this stuff, right? We have to really realize that we are training an audience and that is the most important. So, Jackson, what are the best days and times? I really don't care. You've just got to understand that you got to come up with a day and a time and you've got to do it every week and you need to talk about it in every video. You will notice in my Houston videos that I say, every Saturday, 8 a.m., the Living in Houston original show. Don't miss it. Put it in your calendar. I'll even bring up this data in my YouTube channel and say, hey, look it, 65% of our views are coming from the TV. Did you know that you could tune into us on your television on Saturday mornings or Sunday nights or Tuesday afternoons? That's what's important. Now, if you've got a competitor in your market who's already releasing at a day and a time, and you're like, well, I'm going to release at that time too and steal their traffic. It doesn't work that way, homies. You remember when we were kids and we would show up at 8 o'clock every single Sunday night to watch The Simpsons? I don't give a shit what else was on. I was watching The Simpsons, so if anything else was on, I wasn't watching it. I would find a day and a time that is unique to you and go with it. But if you want to know what works best, I always learned over 6-7 years of doing this and 13 YouTube channels, people are working, people are busy. So nights and weekends were typically the best. So Tuesday nights, if you're going to do 3 videos a week, I would do like a Tuesday night, a Thursday night, and a Saturday morning. If you're doing 2 days a week, I may do like a Wednesday afternoon and I would do a Friday afternoon or a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, something like that, right? But at the end of the day, you need to know one thing, guys. This is not gonna take 1 week, 1 month. It's gonna take some time. My YouTube channel, like I said, that's the newest one. Actually, I said 4 to 5 months. I do believe it's almost 6 months old. Now we closed 2 deals, that's what's most important, but it is slow going. I think we just got over 100 subscribers. So it doesn't take a bunch of subscribers to get reach outs and calls, but if you want that just exponential growth, it takes time. I would be doing 2 to 3 just killer videos every week. And last but not least, doing something a little bit different than what you see other people do. Because if you're just watching other people's videos and copying them, people know that. You're gonna get lower average view durations. They're gonna click off your videos. So what you can do is see what videos are out there right now getting the most views and recommended. Take that title, don't watch it, do it in your own word and try to piggyback off of that. But hey, be consistent, come up with a day and a time, and understand that this is a 401k. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is gonna take you a few months, but like most cases, like most of our students and like all of my channels, they generate a ton of free business. That concludes session number 3. If you've missed any of the other ones, here is the playlist right here. Just start at video 1. And even if you've already seen them, you need to go through these and make sure you're doing everything right. So start right here with this $10,000 free course, homies.